Let's talk about something we've all experienced: being ignored. Whether it's by someone you love, someone you gave your time to, or someone who once claimed they cared. That silence, that lack of acknowledgement, it stings. It hits you in your chest and reverberates in your mind. You start questioning your worth. You wonder if maybe you did something wrong. You start shrinking yourself, silencing your voice, waiting for them to notice you. But let me tell you something. Being ignored is not a reflection of your value. It is a reflection of their inability to see it. You are not here to beg for attention. You are not here to remind someone how to love you, how to respect you, how to treat you like a human being. When someone ignores you, you don't chase them. You teach them. You teach them the price of your presence by removing it. You teach them what silence really feels like, not by crying for their validation, but by standing up with quiet, unwavering strength and walking away. There is something powerful, almost divine, about a person who knows their worth. Not from arrogance, but from understanding their purpose. You are not for everyone. And that's okay. Some people will not appreciate your energy, your kindness, your loyalty, until it's gone. And when it is gone, it leaves a void they never saw coming. You don't retaliate by being cruel. You don't teach them by becoming who they are. You teach them by becoming who you are meant to be. The best lesson you can give someone who ignored you is not revenge. It's not spite. It's evolution. Level up. Rise up. Turn the pain into purpose. Use their silence as a sacred space to hear your own voice more clearly. Because when someone stops listening to you, it's time you start listening to yourself. I'm not saying this is easy. This is not about pretending you're not hurt. This is about not staying in that pain. Feel it. Own it. But don't dwell in it. Pain is a message. And often, the message is this: it's time to shift. It's time to take your energy back. You see, people get comfortable with what they take for granted. And the truth is, some folks won't learn to value you until you teach them what it's like to live without you. When you give someone repeated access to you despite their disregard for your presence, you teach them that you're optional. Stop doing that. You are not an option. You are a gift, a blessing, a force. And you don't have to scream it. You show it. You show it in how you walk into the room and own your space. You show it in how you stop over-explaining yourself. You show it in how you start showing up for you. Let me say this loud and clear: your worth is not negotiable. It is not dependent on who sees it or who doesn't. You are not invisible, but you will remain unseen by people who are blind to light. Don't dim for them. Don't shrink to fit into a story you've outgrown. Don't wait for permission to matter. Here's the hard truth: not everyone is meant to stay in your life. Some people are seasonal. Some are lessons. Some are detours. And that's okay. But when someone chooses to ignore you, when they choose silence over communication, indifference over effort, that is their message. You don't need to decode it. You need to respond to it, with grace, with maturity, and with power. Your job is not to convince anyone of your value. Your job is to know it. And when you know your value, when you carry yourself like someone who's done tolerating crumbs, people either rise to meet you or fall away. Let them. The ones who truly see you will never make you beg to be seen. The ones who truly love you will never make you doubt your place. Stop calling it loyalty when it's self-betrayal. Stop calling it patience when it's really fear of being alone. You're not afraid to be alone. You're afraid to face what their silence makes you feel. But here's the miracle in all of this. When you stop running from that silence, when you embrace it, you start to hear something far more powerful than their voice. You start to hear your own. You start to remember who you are. You remember that your presence is powerful. That your love is a privilege. That your time is sacred. And you don't waste it trying to fix what God has already shown you is broken. Sometimes, the most spiritual act you can perform is to walk away from what dishonors your soul. So don't just sit there waiting for a text, a call, a sign that they finally noticed. Be the sign. Be the shift. Be the awakening. Let them feel the void of your absence. Let them wrestle with the echo of everything they once took for granted. Let them realize that silence cuts both ways. And while they're sitting in that silence, you go become everything they didn't have the vision to see in you. Build, heal, thrive, laugh again, love again, not out of spite, but out of growth. Because the greatest revenge is not a comeback. It's not a clapback. The greatest revenge is becoming so whole, so aligned, so unapologetically you that their ignorance no longer has access to your peace. Let them watch from a distance. Let them feel what it's like to be left out of the life they chose to ignore. Let your glow up be your goodbye. And do it with your head high, your heart open, and your feet firmly planted in truth. You're not here to be tolerated. You're here to be treasured. So act like it. Teach him. Not with anger. Not with words. But with action. With silence. With evolution. Let your life speak so loudly that he has no choice but to hear what his ignorance cost him. That, right there, is the most powerful lesson of all.